Wouldn't you like to know? Ron DeSantis laughs when asked if he plans to follow suit and join Nikki Haley in the Republican race for the White House, while Trump calls her another career politician and oppos. Ron DeSantis isn't ready to reveal whether or not he's wading into the waters of 2024, dismissing a reporter's question on the matter with a laugh during a press conference Tuesday. The shrug-off comes the same day former ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley announced her candidacy for president, becoming the first official major challenger against ex-President Donald Trump. Dozens are rumored to be considering entering the 2024 Republican primary race for the White House, but Florida Governor DeSantis is likely the most popular. Nikki Haley announced her presidential run today. Do you plan on following suit? A reporter asked DeSantis, who is widely considered the best chance to beat Trump. Wouldn't you like to know? The governor quipped with a laugh before moving on to the next question. It's the closest the governor has come to speaking publicly about the prospect of running in the next election, insisting when questions are asked that he's currently focused on doing the best job possible in the Sunshine State. Haley's announcement was dismissed by Trump's team, who deemed her just another career politician. So far, Trump and Haley are the only two major candidates in the GOP primary race. Trump said earlier this month that if DeSantis runs against him in 2024 it would be very disloyal because the former president was the one who was able to use his coattails to launch the Florida governor to national prominence and help him win his first gubernatorial race in 2018. The ex-president has already started employing a series of attacks against DeSantis, especially after several polls showed him losing to the governor. He has dubbed Florida's beloved leader as Ron DeSanctimonious and has called him a globalist as well as a Reno, or Republican in name only. DeSantis, however, has refused to engage in the attacks. During a press conference last week, DeSantis told reporters that he wants to focus his tracks on Biden and Democrats instead of in-house fighting with other Republicans. I spend my time delivering results for the people of Florida and fighting against Joe Biden, DeSantis said. That's how I spend my time. I don't spend my time trying to smear other Republicans, he quipped. Haley officially announced Tuesday morning that she is running for president in 2024, becoming Trump's first major challenger in the Republican primary. Trump's campaign responded with a statement Tuesday claiming Haley is just another career politician. She started out as a never-Trumper before resigning to serve in the Trump admin, Taylor Budowich, head of Make America Great Again Incorporated, said in a statement. She then resigned early to go rake in money on corporate boards. Now, she's telling us she represents a new generation. Sure just looks like more of the same, a career politician whose only fulfilled commitment is to herself, he concluded. Other Republicans seem more pleased with her entrance into the field. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who stood beside Trump during remarks at a campaign stop in the state earlier this month, told DailyMail.com that she will be a good candidate. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said during his press conference Tuesday that the field is already proving that it will be highly competitive. Well, what I think we're going to have is a vigorous primary with a number of candidates making their case, and the American people, those who are registered Republicans who are going to participate in these primaries, are going to decide who they want to nominate, McConnell said, remaining largely diplomatic. As always. And I think it's going to be very, very competitive, the Kentucky senator added. We'll hope for the best and obviously I'm going to support whoever they nominate. Haley, a mother of two and former ambassador to the United Nations under Trump, released a video on Tuesday morning saying it's time for a new generation of leadership. I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running for president. The former South Carolina governor, 51, discussed growing up in a racially segregated town and says I was the proud daughter of Indian immigrants, not black, not white. I was different. Haley, who will hold her first campaign event in Charleston on Wednesday, rejects suggestions America is inherently wrong or racist because of its history. Some look at our past as evidence that America's founding principles are bad, Haley noted. They say the promise of freedom is just made up. Some think our ideas are not just wrong, but racist and evil. Nothing could be further from the truth. Haley enters the race as an underdog, with Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis leading in Republican polls, but can now start garnering support for the battle for the Oval Office. If she manages an upset, she will be the first Asian American to lead the GOP White House ticket. By announcing her candidacy so early, Haley has a crack at building support early in some states key to clinching a nomination, like Iowa, New Hampshire and her home state of South Carolina, all early primary contest states. While no other major candidates have officially launched their 2024 campaigns, there are dozens that have either spoken on their intent and others rumored to be considering a bid. Haley could even see challenges from within her own state as South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, who is the only black Republican in the upper chamber, considers a bid of his own. In her video, Haley slammed Biden's leadership as abysmal, adding Washington establishment has failed us over and over and over again. Republicans have lost the popular vote in 7 out of the last 8 presidential elections. That has to change. And she warned of the rising threat from China and Russia, saying they all think we can be bullied, kicked. You should know this about me, I don't put up with bullies. And when you kick back, it hurts them more if you're wearing heels. Just moments after Haley released the video announcing her candidacy, Trump posted to his Truth Social account bragging about beating Republicans and President Joe Biden in recent polling on the 2024 presidential election. He claimed that Biden and Rhinos, or Republicans in name only, are trying to damage him through legal battles so he doesn't win a second term in the White House, but warned it would not work. Doing great in poll numbers, Trump lauded in his Truth post, leading all Republicans by a lot, also leading Biden by a very wide margin, which means that our weaponized Injustice Department, local DAs, and attorney generals will step up their illegal and unprecedented attacks in order to disparage me with false bull and statements in the hope that I will be damaged enough to allow a Reno, or Biden, to slip through the cracks. But be careful, he warned, the American people get it, and don't like what they are seeing. MAGA Haley was in Trump's administration as the United States ambassador to the United Nations for nearly 2 years, from January 2017 until December 2018. A poll from Yahoo News/YouGov last week shows that Haley is in a distant third place when thrown into a hypothetical primary contest with Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who has not announced a bid but is highly popular among GOP voters. The former president would win in a three-way election with 38% of the vote. Meanwhile, DeSantis would earn 35% and Haley would earn only 11%. While not earning enough to win, Haley's consideration in the race could serve as a spoiler for DeSantis against Trump, according to the poll. The Democratic National Committee immediately pounced on Haley's announcement, claiming it is proof that the Republican primary is going to get messy. Nikki Haley served in Donald Trump's administration, has embraced the most extreme elements of the MAGA agenda and couldn't even identify a single policy difference between herself and Trump, DNC Chairman Jamie Harrison wrote in a statement following the video release. Haley's entrance officially kicks off a messy 2024 primary race for the MAGA base that has long been brewing. He added, "Everyone get your popcorn. An opos.